Well, well, well. Happy moments in life, everybody. How is everyone today? It is me, Winnell G. Jackson. I want to say welcome to my YouTube channel. Just My Thoughts by WGJ. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's my name. Those are my initials. I just want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy whatever you're doing. I could pray that everything is going good in your life and that you see the positivity and all and everything. If you see me going from side to side, that is because I am actually sitting in a chair in my bedroom. I am happy to be sitting in a chair. I do still have the boot on. Let me show you. There's the boot that I have to wear. Okay. Boot, boot, boot. And I still cannot walk on my foot. I have to walk on the heel of my foot, which I don't do too often. Okay. So, my day is going good. My grandsons are still here with me. Nakai, he's going home the end of the month. I'm going to miss him. God knows I'm missing. He's really been a big help to me. So, I've just been really doing some really serious meditating. That's what I've been doing. Some really serious meditating and manifesting things and getting things, being creative and everything. So I pray that you like my readings. As I told you before, it's for the book that I am writing. And when the book does come out, I pray that you will buy it. Now, so I hope you looked at the other ones and you like them. And I hope that you can read, if you can relate to something that I'm reading, then please leave me a comment. I would really appreciate it if you left me a comment, if you gave me a thumbs up, okay? And subscribe, okay? I would really, really appreciate it. God bless you. I love you. Okay, the first one I'm going to do is... I know I'm goofy. What do I have to say? What do I have to do? What do I have to say to let you know my love for you is here to stay? It's not about sex, how you make me feel. It's about my love for you is real. I've used no concoctions, roots, or spells. My love for you is phenomenally held within my heart. There's not a day or second you're not with me. I love your face. I love your hair. I love the way you look at me and stare. I love the way when you're silent and smile, knowing how much you love me all the while. Why do we wait? Why do we hide what is obvious to everyone looking from the outside? What are we afraid of? I'm not scared. I love to challenge or dare. Dare to be free to show all the love you have for me and I for you. I don't know what else to do. Just keep on loving you until you understand it's beyond your control. Don't you see? God has a plan for you and me. One we'll have to follow to make it through to the next phase of our lives, and then some too. Take my hand, walk with me. Let's see where God wants us to be. Yeah, I wrote that. And it's not really about anyone. Sometimes these things just come to me and I just start writing them. What can I say? What can I say? They come to me. Okay. Has there ever been a time when you have nothing to say? That's hard for you to believe about me, isn't it? There are times I got nothing to say, right? Yeah, right. Believe that one if you want to. Has there ever been a time when you have nothing to say? Well, that's me today. Don't feel like talking, moving my mouth, answering questions, saying anything. So I sit watching TV, reading, listening to music. I'm not leaving my apartment. If I did, I'd have to say something when I have nothing to say. Don't ask me about my day. I'll in turn have to ask you about yours. Not answering the phone, text, Facebook, messages, or messenger. Today I have absolutely nothing to say. Sometimes it gets that way. Try me tomorrow. See what I have to say. As for today, I have nothing to say. And that's how you feel sometimes. That's how I felt sometimes right after different things. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk on the phone. I didn't want to answer. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want no text messages. I did not want nothing. I just did not want to talk. I did not want to hear anything. I just wanted to be alone within my own thoughts and everything because I was really, really going through a bad time. All righty. Now, I did write this one because this is just how I felt at one particular time, okay? Everybody coming at me saying what's not for me. Everybody coming at me because I'm free. Putting their 2 cents in where it shouldn't be. Who asked you? I sure as hell didn't. Why you hating? Because you wouldn't dare to be me, nor the way I think, nor the things I do or say. You wish you did have the guts to live your way. You're too afraid of what people may think or say. To this day, I don't understand the importance of man's approval, yet we care less of what God can see and hear. God doesn't judge people. Oh, I'm sorry. God doesn't judge. People do. Not realizing they shall be judged too. So you might as well stop coming at me with your negative ways. There's nothing you can do or say to make me change who I am today. This freedom spirit has always been with me. Now there's nothing hindering me to be completely free. And completely free I am. Glory, hallelujah, thanks be to God. I'm like a butterfly that was in a cocoon, and I stayed in that cocoon for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden that butterfly said, set me free. And I did. Yes, I did. I love color. I love being different. I love living outside of the box. You may look at me and say, oh my gosh, you look like a clown. That's okay, baby. I'm a beautiful clown, okay? Nah. Anyway, I like that one. I really like that one because at that particular time, you know, people were coming at me and saying, well, you don't need this. You don't need. I'm like, how do you know what I need? You don't know what I need. So, you know, stop it. Every time I was trying to do something positive, here they come with their mouth. I ain't asked you nothing. Mind your own business. Get your own life together. Get your own whatever you want to do together. Do you love me enough? I like this one. Do you love me enough? Do you? Do you love me enough to grow old with me? Do you love me enough to go through the struggle with me? Do you love me enough to let me be me and set my spirit free? Do you love me enough to trust me with all your inabilities? Do you love me enough to be my strength and I yours? Do you love me enough to open foreign doors? Do you love me enough to put me first after God? Do you love me enough to die? Do you love me enough to stay until the end? Do you love me enough for God we seek? Sorry about that. My grandson trying to sing while I'm talking. Do you love me enough to stay until the end? Do you love me enough to find what's within? Do you love me enough when I don't understand or forget and not get upset? Do you love me enough to be my strength when I am weak? Do you love me enough for God we seek? Do you love me enough to pray, wait on God for beautiful days? Do you love me enough to hold me when I cry just trying to get by? Do you love me enough to dress, feed, bathe me? If I can't do you love me enough to dress, feed, bathe me if I can't? Have patience with me. Because I'm a mess. That's something to think about. Somebody gonna love you And if you get into that situation or vice versa, are they going to love you enough when you forget onset Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever? Will they love you enough to dress and bathe you and feed you if you can't? Do you love me enough not to be ashamed no matter the situation? Do you love me enough to say I'm with you no matter what? Do you love me enough to love me the way I love you? Do you love me enough to say, fuck it, I'm with you? Do you love me enough to say, baby, I've got you? Do you love me enough not to sugarcoat when I'm wrong? Do you love me enough to be strong? Do you love me enough that no matter how old I get, you see me through the love of your eyes? Do you love me enough? Do you love me enough? Only you know the answer. Do you love me enough? Do you love me enough? Do you love me enough? And that's something to think about, because growing old is not easy. And when you God forbid something happens, and then you have to take care of that person and all and everything, but you do it out of love. You do it out of love because you love that person. And you and that person are a team together. I am very family oriented. Very, very, family is the most important thing to me, okay? Next to God. First God, then my family, okay? When I think about my family, I see love. I see strength. I see faith. I see hope. I see belief. I hear wisdom. I gain knowledge along with understanding. I see survivors. I see warriors. I see anger. I see despair. I see confusion. I see depression. I see grief and more grief. Yet when I think about my family, I see love. Much love. Overflowing love, strength, faith, hope, belief. I hear wisdom. I gain knowledge along with understanding. I see survivors. I see warriors. When I think about my family, I see the good, bad, and ugly. But always, always, love, 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 and more love. And that's what I see when I think about my family. Not just my immediate family, but my aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, friends, co-workers, When I see my family, I see strength. Because through it all, we have stuck together as a family. Through all the tragedies, through everything that we have been through, we have stuck together. And nobody did that but God. All righty. At this stage of my life, I am 64. Yes, I am. God willing, I will be 65 June 29th. Yes, I will. 6'5", 6'5", 6'5". And I thank God. At this stage in my life. And this is so, so true, because at this stage of my life, I have nothing to complain, sorry, sad, or be disappointed about. God, the universe, has always smiled on me. Hey, there was a time I didn't understand. I did all kinds of things to be sad, disappointed, and sorry about. Not I did all things I have, I'm sorry. I have all kinds of things to be sad, disappointed, and sorry about. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. At this stage of my life, I'm freer than I thought I would ever be. I know there is always something good and beautiful waiting for me at the end of the tunnel. At this stage of my life, I don't worry or sweat, because neither have helped me yet. I tell the young folks, this too will happen to you unless you stop now and do what you need to do so that you can get to this stage of your life. At this stage of my life, I do what, when, and how I want to. As long as there's no impact on you, leave me alone. Let me sit on my throne. I am the queen of this temple, talking about my mind and body. You have to pass the guard if you want to come and be around me. The guard, which is my senses, ears, and eyes, my spirituality, know whether I should pass you by. At this stage of my life, I just want to pray, sing, dance, drink, laugh until I cry. Living each day as if it's my last, not regretting anything about my past. It was my past that got me here. My present conditions me so the future can engulf me. Let me say that again. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Not regretting anything about my past. It was my past that got me here. My present conditions me so the future can engulf me. At this stage of my life, engulf, because I'll never have enough at this stage of my life. And at this stage of my life, I am so happy. I am so free. I am doing things. I am going places. I am just being me. And, I'm going to tell you the truth. When I moved out here in Arizona in 2019, I was 62, get ready to turn 63. That was the very first time in my whole life that I have ever lived by myself. I've never lived by myself until now. I went from my mom's and dad's house to live with my ex-husband and his family. And after that, we had children and raised them. We got divorced. Continue to raise our children, continue to with the grandchildren, the great-grandchildren. Then it was my time. My dream came true of trying to get out here to Arizona for over 20 years through my job at the post office. But it wasn't time for me to come out here then when I was trying to come out here because I didn't know it, but God already knew that there were going to be things happening within my family that I needed to be there for. And that's what happened. Yes. My daughter-in-law died 2016. I was there. And you know what? I had to have rotator cuff surgery. And God even fixed it that I was off. That I wouldn't have to take off and be calling out and everything. I was already off when these things happened. So I needed to be where I was for the time being. And then when everything else came and everything, but after that, I said, I'm out of here. My kids are, no, it's time for me. This is my time. This is my stage of my life. For me to do what I want to do, to enjoy myself. This is my space. I never had space at home. Not even in the bathroom, because I didn't hear that. If it wasn't a dog, it was one of my children, or it was my ex-husband. He didn't want to. I couldn't even take a bath. Here he comes sitting on the bathroom floor talking to me. I didn't want to talk to him then. We all been there. We all been through it with our children just coming in the bathroom, mommy, mommy, mommy. It's I tell you. I loved it. I love her now because the grandchildren did it. Oh, now the great-grandchildren, I'm telling you. I just love everything. To God be the glory forever and ever. There's nothing too hard for God. You remember that. And when I get my foot together, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to be dancing and everything, okay? So look out because I'm going to do that. So I pray that you enjoy. Don't forget me on the button at the top. Thumb up, thumb like it, and subscribe. I give you peace. I give you love. And I give you happiness. And I want you to spread it wherever you can so you can get it back. God bless you.